Hey guys, Taylor here from Modern Arcade, and I'm angry! I just feel like smashing everything! I just can't stop thinking about all the smashing Hulk didn't do in Avengers Endgame! I feel better. Well, kinda. You see, in 2005, Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction was a smashing success that made the Hulk cool again. 2 years before, in 2003, Ang Lee's Hulk movie bombed harder than a Gamma Crush in the box office, and the game that came out based on the movie was even worse. I mean, come on, stealth missions? You're the Hulk, for crying out loud. Come on, guys, what are you thinking? It was a bad start to the superhero movie genre that had the potential to kill it before it even got started. But lucky for us, this game came out and let the Hulk be who he was meant to be. A ticking time bomb of gamma radiation-induced rage and destruction. This was exactly the game we needed. It was incredible. You can rip cars in half and use them as boxing gloves. You can use streetlights as baseball bats. You can chuck tanks at helicopters. You can jump to the top of the tallest building. You can football spike random passersby just for being in your way. It's ultimate destruction, not half-assed, semi-optional destruction. The entire environment is your playground. Almost everything you can see can be destroyed or used as a weapon. Essentially, you insert the Hulk into Grand Theft Auto 3 and let him just blow everything up. What's not to love? The game proved to us that superhero games can be good when they're done right, and I want to believe that in some small part it contributed to Marvel's decision to reboot the Hulk in 2008 and kick off the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we now know it. But does it hold up today? Well, this is one of the few games that got most of its awesome points from its graphics. As much fun as it still is to rampage through the city as the Hulk, the explosions and busted buildings don't have the same cool factor they had in 2005. Especially when you compare the graphics to the Spider-Man game from 2018. There have been huge graphical improvements in 13 years, and after spending a few hours web-slinging through this New York City and witnessing more realistic explosions, it's hard to go back to this. Especially when the gameplay structure of the two games is so similar. In Ultimate Destruction, you progress through story missions linearly, which usually involve the destruction of some building or a group of tanker trucks, and between missions you can complete challenges, which range from racking up destruction points to rescuing innocent bystanders, or my personal favorite, this home run guard derby. The story of the game is written very much like a comic book, in that it's a little ridiculous, but it does give Hulk a good reason to be on this rampage. And speaking of comics, there are 60 comic book collectibles scattered throughout the game, which you can then view and read in the main menu. For me, the best part of replaying Ultimate Destruction is collecting the comics, and the boss fights are usually really fun too. It's easy to forget in this game that the Hulk has a health bar, and the boss fights will remind you that while Hulk is incredible, he's not indestructible. Unfortunately though, the collectibles and intense boss fights aren't quite enough to save this game from the test of time. The one thing that does make it worth playing for maybe 20 minutes or so is the fact that you get to play as the Hulk. No other game does this as well as this one. So until we get a new DLC for Spider-Man where we get to stomp around and destroy New York City as Hulk, this is the next best thing. And sadly, it doesn't quite hold up. You have a different opinion? Let's talk about it in the comments. Just don't say anything that might make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Thanks for watching.